What if the secret to thriving in a chaotic world wasn't locked away in a self-help book, but written nearly 2,000 years ago by a Roman emperor? Marcus Aurelius, known as the philosopher-king, ruled one of the largest empires in history while practicing a daily routine that kept him grounded, disciplined, and wise. Despite the constant pressures of war, governance, and politics, his daily habits gave him clarity and balance. But what exactly did his day look like? How did he balance the immense responsibilities of leading an empire with the introspection of a philosopher? These are questions we'll explore today as we uncover the daily habits and routines that built Marcus Aurelius, the man whose wisdom still guides millions through the principles of Stoicism. From the moment he rose in the morning to his final reflections at night, every part of his day was rooted in purpose and resilience. His practices were not just about ruling effectively, but about becoming a better human being, one who could navigate challenges with grace and humility. In this video, we'll break down his timeless practices, from his morning meditations to his nightly gratitude, and discover how these ancient lessons can be applied to our modern lives. Prepare to be inspired by wisdom that transcends the ages, teaching us how to lead with discipline, think with clarity, and live with purpose. Morning Reflections. Marcus Aurelius began his day with a practice that many of us could benefit from: morning reflections. As the first light of dawn broke over Rome, he would sit quietly and write in his journal, the Meditations. These writings weren't meant for others. They were a personal exercise in self-discipline and mental preparation. For Marcus, this was a way to remind himself of the principles of Stoicism and to anchor his mind before the chaos of the day began. One of his most famous reflections reads, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." This was not just poetic musings. It was a deliberate effort to cultivate gratitude. Marcus understood that by starting the day with a mindset of appreciation, he could strengthen his resilience against the inevitable challenges ahead. But it wasn't just gratitude that shaped his mornings. He also prepared himself mentally for difficult encounters. In his journal, he would reflect on the fact that he would meet people who were meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. By acknowledging this reality, he could approach conflicts with calmness and empathy, rather than frustration. Practices of discipline. Despite being one of the most powerful individuals in history, Marcus Aurelius lived a life marked by simplicity and discipline. Unlike many rulers who indulged in luxury, he believed that excess led to weakness, both of the body and the mind. His Stoic principles guided him to embrace moderation in all things, even when wealth and privilege offered countless temptations. Physical discipline was an integral part of his routine. Though details about his specific activities are scarce, the Roman culture of his time placed great value on physical fitness. Marcus likely engaged in exercises that kept him healthy and battle-ready, a necessary trait for an emperor who led his armies during challenging campaigns. For him, physical training was not about vanity, but about preparation, endurance, and the cultivation of mental resilience through physical effort. Equally important was his discipline of the mind. Marcus practiced what Stoicism calls voluntary discomfort. He would train himself to endure hardships, sleeping on hard surfaces, wearing simple clothing, and avoiding unnecessary luxuries. These practices were not acts of deprivation, but exercises in gratitude and strength. By familiarizing himself with discomfort, Marcus ensured he could face adversity without fear. His discipline also extended to his daily decisions. He once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This relentless pursuit of integrity guided his leadership and personal life. He was not perfect, he acknowledged his flaws in his meditations, but his commitment to improvement defined him. For us, Marcus's practices of discipline offer profound lessons. In a world full of distractions and indulgences, cultivating simplicity and restraint can help us build mental and physical resilience. Whether it's committing to regular exercise, embracing minimalism, or focusing on ethical decisions, the discipline of Marcus Aurelius reminds us that strength comes from consistency and purpose. Midday duties and leadership. Marcus Aurelius spent much of his day immersed in the demanding duties of leadership. As the ruler of the Roman Empire, his responsibilities ranged from addressing political crises to managing military campaigns and hearing the grievances of his people. Yet despite the weight of his obligations, Marcus approached leadership with humility and a focus on service. Central to his philosophy was the belief that leadership was not about personal glory but about the well-being of others. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Marcus led by example, embodying the virtues he expected of others: fairness, patience, and courage. His ability to balance compassion with decisiveness made him a respected leader, even in the face of immense challenges. Marcus often faced moral dilemmas in his role. Should he prioritize the needs of the army over the resources of the empire? Should he punish rebellion harshly or seek to understand its causes? His journal, The Meditations, reveals the internal debates he faced, always striving to act in accordance with Stoic principles. He believed that justice, not power, was the cornerstone of leadership. One of his most remarkable qualities was his ability to remain calm under pressure. Whether dealing with political betrayal or military threats, Marcus viewed challenges as opportunities to practice resilience. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength," he reminded himself. This perspective helped him maintain clarity and focus, even in the most turbulent times. For modern leaders, Marcus Aurelius offers timeless lessons. Leading with integrity, balancing empathy with decisiveness, and finding strength in challenges are principles as relevant today as they were in ancient Rome. His example reminds us that true leadership isn't about commanding respect, it's about earning it through character and action. Evening reflection and philosophy. As the day came to a close, Marcus Aurelius dedicated time to one of the most important aspects of his life: evening reflection. This was a practice rooted in the Stoic principle of self-examination, a moment to pause, evaluate his actions, and learn from the day's events. In his journal, Marcus would ask himself questions like, "Did I act according to my values today? Was I fair, just, and courageous? Where did I falter, and how can I improve tomorrow?" These reflections were not exercises in self-criticism, but in self-improvement. He believed that by holding himself accountable, he could grow into a better leader and a better human being. Gratitude was also central to his evening routine. Despite the immense pressures of ruling an empire, Marcus found moments to appreciate the simpler aspects of life: his family, the natural world, and even the lessons learned through hardship. This practice of gratitude not only brought him a sense of peace, but also reinforced his resilience. For Marcus, reflection wasn't just about the past, it was about preparing for the future. He often reminded himself of the impermanence of life, writing, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last." This wasn't a call to recklessness, but a reminder to live with purpose and intention. knowing that time is finite. Modern practices like journaling, mindfulness, and gratitude exercises have deep roots in these Stoic traditions. Taking a few minutes each night to reflect on our actions, express gratitude, and plan for the future can help us cultivate clarity and focus. Marcus's evening reflections teach us that the end of the day isn't just a time to unwind, it's an opportunity to grow. The daily routine of Marcus Aurelius offers us more than a glimpse into the life of a Roman emperor. It provides timeless lessons for living with purpose, discipline, and resilience. From his morning reflections to his practices of discipline and evening self-examination, every aspect of his day was rooted in Stoic principles that helped him navigate the immense challenges of his life. What makes his routine so powerful is its universality. Whether you're a leader managing a team, a student pursuing knowledge, or simply someone seeking clarity in a chaotic world, Marcus's practices can serve as a guide. His focus on gratitude, discipline, and self-improvement reminds us that the foundations of a good life are often simple and within our reach. As we close this exploration of Marcus Aurelius's daily habits, let's reflect on how these ancient practices can inspire modern action. Could you start your day with gratitude, face challenges with discipline, or end the evening with self-reflection? Even small steps in these directions could lead to profound changes in how you approach life. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which of Marcus's habits you'd like to try in your own routine. Remember, as Marcus himself said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.